Hi, just thought of putting this video to, explain to you a little bit about the rotation, motor placement and all. So this is KK 2.1, almost similar to KK 2.0 that you're using. So here are the buttons, and this is the front part. So this is the X quad, and the middle of these two white arms, that's the front. So the quad is front, back, left and right. Now the motor placement, if you are putting it under X configuration, should be motor number 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, that's front, left is 1, and then go in the clockwise direction. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now 1 should move in the CW clockwise rotation. That's right hand rotation. So this is how this one should move. Motor number 2 should be the reverse, CCW, counterclockwise, clockwise and counterclockwise. Now I saw your video, and it does seem that you do have mounted the props correctly, and the motor are spinning in the right direction. But once again, there are two sides of any prop. One is the leading edge, and another one is trailing edge. So this side and this side, there are two sides. So leading edge is the one which touches the winds first, and the trailing edge is the one that leaves the air out when it is screwing up in the air. So the leading edge should be a little thicker. This side should be a little thicker and higher. The trailing edge should be a little lower and should be more thin. You can feel it when you touch it. This is the trailing edge, and this is the leading edge. If I can show you from the side, you can see there's a bend towards the trailing edge. So that way you can also understand how the prop should be moving. And once again, 1 clockwise, 2 counterclockwise, 3 clockwise, 4 counterclockwise. And mounting KK board on a foam board is perfectly fine. Just make sure that the board itself is flattened, it's perfectly flat inside the foam, and the foam is perfectly flat on the frame. It shouldn't be a little bit bulged or anything. Coming on to another part. Now I saw your video where the prop broke, and that was quite that's not how the quad should work. But what happens with general plastic props? The usual props that are available are plastic. You also have nylon, you have glass fiber, you have carbon mixed. This one here is carbon fiber. What happens with a plastic prop at times is that for instance, you were trying to fly it, and it just while it was spinning, it just touched a little bit at a table or something. And what happens at that time is that it develops a very minor crack at the hub right here. Very minor crack. If you see it, you will be able to see, for instance, if you have a dark green prop, the hub will be a little bit whitened out, it's a plain line, and that's how you can understand the prop was a little bit damaged. It's not fully broken, it's just a little damaged, and when we put it, when we put the prop to the stress while flying, it that tend to break. But still, your situation was, I don't think was I saw the props spooling up, the motor spooling up, and the vibrations were not very perfect. What I can think of is either just check again if you have proper X configuration configured on your quad. You can go in menu. I'm not sure if Hmm, this is a very primitive camera. I'm not sure if it will be able to read out. Nope. Just go into menu and go down into show motor layout and just check if it's showing the correct numbers. Show motor layout. This one pretty. I know it's not clear. Once you do that, I did ask you to do the jerk off test. Jerk off one arm and check if the motor is spinning or not. You haven't wrote anything if you have done that or not. So do that as well. That can be the second reason why right now the quad is behaving like that. For that, remove the prop. Put a small tape or something here on the motor, body of the motor, or even on the shaft anywhere, and remove all the props, connect the LiPo, and take the quad in your hand and just give a little bit of throttle, let's say 10%, and hold the quad in your one of your hand, and with the other hand try to jerk off the other arm, like this, take it down rapidly. That particular arm, the motor on that particular arm should only, speed up, not the others. Check this for all the four motors one by one. Again, don't do this with the prop on. It can be very dangerous. So remove all the props and do this and let me know. If there's anything wrong in this step, the gyro is usually reversed if that something like that is happening. So check that once again. Check the motor rotation, check that you have the correct prop on the correct motor, and let us know the result. Thank you.